One of the scariest things imaginable as a writer is not knowing how your work is being saved. Whether you're afraid of losing a draft or just want that peace of mind of having a backup, we want to make it as easy as possible to know when your draft was written and where it's being saved. The first thing we want to cover is how the app autosaves as you write. As long as you're connected to the internet, which you can tell by looking at the green light here on the left-hand sidebar. If you're using either our hybrid or classic layout, you'll see the same light along the top menu bar of your screen. So as long as this light is green, that means that the script you are viewing has had all of its changes synced to our server, and you'll be able to access it from any device. You'll see if I make a change here. The light stays green due to the strength of my internet connection. So this change has already been synced to the server, and if I opened up a new browser or went to a different computer or signed in from my phone, I would see this exact same thing. If you see a yellow light here, that means that your changes have saved to your device but have not been synced to the server. Usually this just means that there's been an interruption in your internet connection, and as soon as internet access is restored, those changes will automatically sync to our servers. If the light is red for any reason, that means that the changes both have not been saved locally or to our servers. We'd recommend not refreshing your page or signing out if you see a red light, as that could lead to a loss of work. If you have a red light for an extended period of time, please reach out to us and we can help you get that sorted out. So now that we know how WriterDuet is automatically saving our drafts, let's look at how we can access those past versions. So if we go over to our left-hand sidebar, right where we see that online status indicator light, that is our time machine and save icon. So if we click on that, we'll have access to both our time machine widget and the save widget. Starting off with our time machine widget, this will give you a complete list of snapshots. A snapshot is created every time you perform an export or manual or autosave and lets you view what your script looked like at that exact point in time. So for example, if we scroll back here, we can see that an autosave was performed yesterday at 3:06 p.m. So if I double click this, we can view how the script looked at the time of the snapshot. So we see here the script was empty, so let's jump ahead to a little later in the day at 3:30. You can see here that I got some work done in that 30 minutes, and it was manually saved at that time. You won't be able to make any changes to it as this is a draft that was created in the past. However, if you hover over the snapshot, click the three-dot menu, and go to make a copy, this will create a new document within your project that can be accessed from the Project Info and Docs tab in the Docs widget. This doc will be named with the exact date and time of the snapshot you copied, and you'll be able to edit from here. This is super helpful if you finished a first draft and want to tool around a bit before you start your second one. Now that we know how to use snapshots, let's take a look at how to make them. One way to create a snapshot is by going to the Time Machine widget, toggling your widget options using the upside down triangle, and click Create a New Snapshot. Here you can give it a title, and create it. So now here we see we have a first draft completed snapshot, which we could then make a copy of, or rename if we need to. The other way you can create a snapshot is by simply clicking Save Project. This will appear as a manual save snapshot in your time machine. So now that we know how to use snapshots and the time machine, let's take a look at the timeline we'll be traveling on. You can open up your script's history timeline by either going to the time machine, opening your widget options, and clicking Show History Timeline. Or you can access it through the widget options above your script. If you don't see this toolbar above your script, you can toggle it using the upside down triangle in the right-hand corner of the screen. Once you have those open, find the History dropdown and click Open Timeline. This will let you scrub through your script edit by edit to find the exact version you're looking for. Once you find that version, the same rules as viewing a snapshot apply. Since we're in the past, we don't want to mess up the future by editing it. So if we'd like to bring this back into the present with us to continue working on it, we can go to the History menu up here and either save a snapshot of this version, copy this version of the document, which works the exact same way as copying a snapshot, or we can revert the document. Reverting the document will erase all edits made after this point in time and will make this the new present point in your script. Let's see what that looks like. When I click revert, I will get a confirmation message saying that I am reverting to the script as of this date at this time, and that is what I'd like to do. So we now see that the timeline is at the most present, and the script will now allow me to edit. Masterpiece. If at any point I wanted to look at a version that I removed by reverting this script, I'll still have all of my snapshots here along the left-hand side. So I can pull it back up, go to history, and revert back to that snapshot.